Oh, hi, Raphael and Catherine. Well, here is the house that we take a look at today, which is S14508 Castro Court. And as you can see right here, that I chose the four highest in that area. Well, and if I click on map here, you see that the circle right here. So there are some houses that I picked, which is one right here, and then the other two right here, another one right here. But as you can see, the house that we will actually look at is right here. And if we go back here, we actually go back here, and you see the result is right here that I order it so that the highest first. So we can see that the house that we looked at today has the highest price. But well, we already know what it's looked like, but let's look at the second highest, which is 485. You see, 485, this is the older model, and it's this house is actually right behind the house that we looked at, and it's outside of that street, so it doesn't look like it has the same value as far as location, because this is the older houses. I think well, look at this right here, it's built in 84, and the style is kind of it's not as attractive as the other one. But as you can see right here, inside doesn't look as attractive. The older hardwood floor and this kind of ceiling right here is not all that. It's not that bad, but you see it's already sell 485. And you look at the kitchen, look at the setting inside. I mean, it's not that bad. It's actually it's okay, but for for this house like this. And the kitchen is not bad. I mean, actually, the kitchen is pretty good. But as far as the styles of the house, the condition of the floor, the wall, it doesn't give us the feeling like the other house. Yeah, I think the ceiling is a little low. Maybe this is an 8-foot ceiling, and I don't know. This kind of outdated style, but it's not that bad. It's clean, door and stuff like that. But see, now you have an idea what the house looked like inside. It's not bad for this older home. But again, there's no wow factor, and it doesn't give you that kind of feeling of luxury. But with that, we go back here and look at this house. You see, I mean, this styles compared to the other. There's no price can be, compare here. So this actually gives you a lot of more higher end houses, kind of houses, and you can see, look at inside. You see, this is totally different. You see the style. The floor is much more expensive floor. The door, the style, the open. So basically, these cannot be compared to the others because it's way much better, more expensive, if I could say. But we can see the floor is a lot better. It's open, more bright, higher ceiling, and the kitchen actually. That other kitchen, this kitchen is actually not as good, but this might need some upgraded. But as far as all the other feature, I think this house is better, but just the kitchen right here, this is older. I don't know. From this picture right here, this look like they haven't been upgraded the kitchen, but the other did. But the setting and everything, the layout, the floor layout and everything, I think is a lot better than the other house. Well, look at this. It's not bad at all. It's just pretty nice. But as you can see, because the other house is the older model and it's smaller and it's already sell 485. it was built in 84 and this is 2000, so we're talking about 15 years difference. But the other house is a little smaller too. This house we talking about 3,300 square foot, and the other house is 32. But because this house, we lost about 100 square foot right here maybe, so that's why we only 100 more. But overall, I mean, you can see, I brought that house up because I want you to see that older house, and it's already 485, and this is a newer house, and everything is a lot better. I think not everything, but the kitchen is not that a lot better, but everything else is, including the location, the neighborhood, and this and that is about what, $50,000 more. So it's really, the price is really very subjective here. And let's look at the next one. This one right here. This one is just right across from the house that we looked at. And as you can see right here, let's come here. So the house that we are looking at is, that we were looking at is right here, I believe. Actually, right here, number 2. So we're just right here, and number 3 is right here. So basically, just crushed like this, and it's sold for how much? Number 3, 485. And let's look at this house right here. This house 485. Okay, there is no other pictures, and you look at how they manage the house. I mean, by this we know how the house is, and it's so early. I think in February, and it was listed for 480, 470 something, 475, and so for 485. And guess what? There is only one picture. You know what it mean? It mean there is nothing to show on the inside. So basically, there are a lot of works need to do on the inside. So basically, I don't know how much this house, we were not there, but I'm pretty certain that it's not all that good because they don't show any pictures. But the house is sold right away. So really, people, whoever bought this house, really think that it was way underpriced, and that's why they bid it up another $10,000. So to buy it right away. So basically, if the house is that old, there's nothing to show, and it's already sold for 485, and this is 552. The price is actually reasonable. We actually, Raphael is doing construction, so he probably knows that the basement alone is about $60,000 or $70,000, and then the hardwood floor and upstairs painting and all that stuff. I think if you really gonna do the comparison, 525 is still on the lower end, and I guess that's how they already have 2 offers in hand so far. And I think Katie told me that she is expecting more. But anyway, that is a good idea. I mean, I think you're not gonna put an offer on here, but I want you to see that that this is the kind of analysis that I would do if you end up really see a house that you like. I'll go more into detail, but if I know that that you're ready to put down an offer, but there's not much to do here, but this is the kind of thing that we'll look into when we are ready to make an offer.